teacher's pet.
Wow, it's me!
Hi gamers, how are we? How are we doing? Hold on, need to get this to the right thing. So this one. Okay. Hi! Star, congrats on being first, and Breezy, congrats on being Breezy. Hoya Baki, how are we? How's everyone doing? You guys up for watching Steamboat Willie before we get into the Queer Halloween Stories bundle? This one isn't in the bundle. This is just a freebie that I got marketed. This was mentioned in a newsletter and I picked it up. I did not get any affiliation with this one. But yeah, I thought this would be a nice way to start a stream, right? Some copyright-free entertainment.
So I really ought to thank you.
Huh?
Drifted off again, eh? I was saying, a film marathon is such a cozy way to spend a December evening.
Are you going to talk for the entire
That's
thing?
what I was doing. Spending the holiday here while you lecture me on cinematography.
Never mind, go right ahead, buddy.
I'm in hell and I can't escape.
Yippee!
Oh, hush.
Violently spinning the wheel from side to side, Mickey crashes the boat into the pier, tragically cutting short the life of both him and 16 anthropomorphic cows, sheep, and horses.
God forbid Mickey do it. Never mind, actually. It's Mickey, we won't excuse him for crimes.
No whimsy.
I'm just more interested in Steamboat Mickey's fantastic murder adventures.
Let him.
This is precisely why people like you need to be stopped from engaging with art.
Excuse me?
Ever.
Excuse me, buddy?
Hey, can I pick the next one?
It better be Steamboat Willie, that's...
Oh, my poor.
It depends what we have in the public domain.
Of course you can't. You'll simply pick something tasteless and devoid of artistic merit.
I'll take that remote if I have to climb over you to get it.
If you think you'll end up on top, please feel free.
You know, maybe you can keep hold of the remote for now.
God damn it.
We don't talk enough about the useful mobility of Pete's teeth.
Honestly.
Imagine the sort of
Damn.
jaw structure Pete must have to move his
I wanna see that
incisors
skull.
independently of each other.
It's just a visual gag.
What if they're steam-powered too? What if Pete's actually made of the same machinery as his boat?
What? I mean, that's...
Willfully missing the point.
Oh, God forbid.
Steam-powered Willie in his steam-powered mech.
Does that mean we have to funnel fuel into Pete?
I tried that back in college. It's when two doms take a sub by the ears and...
No, it is not the basis.
Oh, God forbid we fucking have anything.
Rats.
It's when the score and the action on screen match up.
I think you could learn a lot more from trying out my techniques.
I'm agreeing with Liam.
Liam, my poor and ignorant soul, you simply don't understand how rude you're being.
Look, now she started
what
this
now?
talking for the entire thing.
It's all well and good for you to have fun little ideas, but they need to have their time and place.
Like during...
Cartoon is already made. Someone might wish to bring new life to a cherished...
Yes, and that's what we're doing. By adding steam power.
It's not for you to decide. It's
By
for
adding
your
steam-powered
wisdom
feet.
and experience.
Huh? Wait. I'm doing Tumblr and going...
I'm not trying to bypass my own coronary artery.
Come on, Liam, let's
I
go back to
just want
Tumblr.
Mickey act like a little freak.
I'm to
Is that
improve
so
Steamboat
wrong?
Willie.
It would be better if you were taking the scalpel to yourself, honestly.
God forbid.
What?
Yeah, what?
If you ripped your heart out of your chest, it would just affect one person.
Really? Do you think?
Well, as delightful as it's been chugging beers while listening to this masterful reworking of a classic,
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid I'll need something more substantial for supper.
Mickey Mousing.
Thinking pizza.
Oh, pizza, right.
Fine. Be a dear and give this place a ring.
A chain restaurant? Kinda expected that you'd want something artisan and local.
What
Feel
are
I
you
miss Power
talking
Steamboat
about,
Willie.
Liam? Who
Let's
else
focus on
makes
Tumblr.
pizza?
Huh?
Well, they make an excellent dish, Liam. You can't expect them to simply let anyone make pizza. It's their idea. Can you
But-
honestly tell me that you can think of a single other place that makes pizza?
Sure, there's.
Asda?
Can't I remember any names?
Because you're making up still more rubbish.
I'm going to make the pizza.
Isn't
They'll probably
pizza
hire
a
me.
really old dish, though? Why do they get a claim on it?
Well, I guess if you win the Monopoly.
Can we have one night where you just listen to me and don't make such a fuss?
If they win the Monopoly, I guess
Sorry
they get
about
to make pizza.
Pizza sounds good.
All of it. Right?
Wonderful.
Capitalism.
You know, I could get used to you being so agreeable.
You ever think about what kind of color palette they would have used on Mickey back then?
This cartoon is famously.
Well, what do you
in
think
black
about
and
it? Do you think they'd go for the red?
But like, consider Mickey with purple on a muted yellow.
Don't you start.
I'd really set the
Some
scene.
washed out but warm tones. Something cozy.
Stop it.
There's all these Mickey variations in Disney architecture.
Huh?
They even sell Mickey pins with the lesbian flag on it.
When do we get to lesbian
Would you put
retelling of Steamboat
one
Willie?
Mickey?
Stop it.
Look, you can have your Mickey, and I'll have mine.
Going for lesbian
No, I do not have
Mickey
my
on
Mickey.
Tumblr.
I have the canon Mickey. There is a right Mickey and no other Mickey.
Not how it
Who
works,
says?
buddy.
You know who says, Liam. I don't have to tell you who's in charge.
Oh, good.
I guess you're right. I don't really have.
I'm
anything
missing
to say
Steamboat
about
Willie
this
again.
cartoon. Load up the next one, and I'll get dinner ordered.
Yippee!
It's better than me messing everything up, right? You're, looking a bit different. I'll show myself out, I think.
No, I'm sure this is fine.
Your options for leaving are extremely limited. Down
You're covering up.
to nothing.
I was kind of covering the screen. Oh. Well, that's about. I don't think Gilliam got to see the ending.
Time. So,
Yes.
can I really say that was as perfect as it could have been? Perhaps just one more remake.
Aww. Not allowed on Tumblr? Not allowed on Tumblr? Hey, put him back. Put him back now.
So I really ought to thank you.
Okay, can we watch properly now?
Drifted off again, eh? I was saying, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Oh, that's what I was doing. Spending the holiday here while you lecture me on cinematography. I'm in
Okay,
hell
can we
and I
pay
can't
close
sleep.
attention now, chat? You're going to have to answer questions.
Oh,
And I
hush.
was going to give you them most likely.
Violently spinning the wheel from side to side, Mickey crashes the boat into the pier, tragically cutting short the life of both him and 16 anthropomorphic cows, sheep, and horses.
Ugh, the youth today have no whimsy.
I'm just more interested in Steamboat Mickey's fantastic murder adventures.
This is precisely why people like you need to be stopped from engaging with art ever.
Okay, now was.
Hey, can I pick
What
the
if-
next one?
What if we started killing Pete and Mickey?
Oh, my poor sweet Liam. Of course
Have you looked at them
can't.
recently?
You'll simply pick something tasteless and devoid of artistic merit.
I'll take that remote if I have to climb over you to get it.
If you think you'll end up on top, please feel free.
You know, maybe you can keep hold of the remote for now. We don't talk enough about the useful mobility of Pete's teeth. Imagine the sort of jaw structure Pete must have to move his incisors independently.
Yeah, continue to that now.
It's just a visual gag.
Okay.
Oh, what if they're steam-powered too? What if Pete's actually made of the same machinery as his boat?
You're willfully missing the point.
Steam-powered Willie in his steam-powered mech.
Did you know that this is where the term Mickey Mousing comes from?
That's when a guy makes you sign an NDA and you can't talk about what you did in the bedroom for 100 years.
No,
Aww.
it's not the basis
That one was
for a
good.
cheap sexual joke.
Rats.
It's when the score and the action on screen match up.
I think you could learn a lot more from trying out my techniques.
Signing an NDA for 100
My
years?
poor and ignorant soul, you simply don't understand how rude you're being.
What now?
Look, it's all well and good for you to have fun little ideas, but they need to have their time and
Like my Tumblr.
This cartoon is already made. Someone might wish to bring new life to a cherished old work of art. But that's not for you to decide. It's for people with wisdom and experience.
Now's Hate's archive of our own.
You're killing me, Liam!
But I need my anime antagonist Mickey.
Artery. I just want to see Mickey act like a little freak.
Yeah. Like in
That's so
Kingdom
wrong.
Hearts.
It would be better if you were taking the scalpel to yourself, honestly.
Hi Riley. This would be a good game for you. This is a time loop game.
If you ripped your heart out of your chest, it would just affect...
I know she get worse Steamboat Willie, so win-win.
Well, as delightful as it's been chugging beers while listening to this masterful reworking of a classic, I'm afraid I'll need something more substantial.
Mixing parts. Well, I don't. And you know what? I think I've kept up with Steamboat Willie.
I'm thinking pizza.
Fine. Be a dear and give this place a ring.
A chain restaurant? Kinda expected that you'd want something artisan and local.
What are you talking about, Liam? Who else makes pizza?
You may go to Pizza Hut. That is the only
Well, They
option.
make an excellent dish, Liam. You can't expect them to simply let anyone make pizza. It's their
Listen, I
idea.
have to trick you somehow.
Can you honestly tell me that you can think of a single other place that makes pizza?
First, do you want to get pizza?
Sure, there's...
You want to see my
why can't I remember?
anime antagonist Mickey?
Because you're making up still more rubbish.
Isn't pizza a really old dish, though? Why do they get a claim on it?
Please, can we have one night where you just listen to me and don't make such a fuss?
No, I'm
I
hung
mean,
up on this.
Look at this menu. They've only got one topping.
And it's me!
And do you have a problem with pepperoni?
No, I mean, yes. I mean, isn't something else supposed to be on pizza?
Cheese, perhaps.
Isn't
For the
part of
mouse.
the fun of pizza that everyone does their own thing with it?
What?
Listen to yourself. You're being ridiculous. If everyone could do whatever they wanted, they'd make it wrong and besmirch the dish itself.
Pepperoni's the most... I don't...
Doesn't-
Just be a good boy and get that ordered.
Do you think pepperoni is the
You know, I'm gonna make that pizza
most
myself.
correct? Weird, Liam.
Huh. Looks like I let this place get a little messy.
Yeah, I think you've lost your kitchen somewhat.
Almost as though some nefarious creature wanted me to think this was my apartment.
What are you doing? Get back here!
You're missing the end of the movie again, Liam.
This isn't my fridge at all. I want that pita and the hummus. Arugula sounds good. Oh, and a fried egg. Ta-da!
Yippee!
That is not a pizza.
Are we sure? Have we checked?
You do not have copyright on pizza.
Well, someone should. Otherwise, people like you will make a mockery out of the whole dish.
You're gonna go
Then
put fried egg on
I
pizza.
Just make a parody pizza for educational purposes.
I hate you, and I hate it when you go off and make things on your own.
Come on, don't be a sore
You want to take this
loser.
tumbler
You
too?
had me in another one of your creepy loops, didn't you?
It was a godforsaken mouse. I neglected to check the legal status before using it as a linchpin of my psychic bonds around you. You'd think if anything was secure, it'd be Walt's dearest treasure.
I know, right? We're all kind of so shocked.
Next time I'll use something more recent.
If you think that a copyright will stop me, you're about to be sorely disappointed. Use whatever narrative tricks you want. You'll lose the rematch too.
I need to check out the
Boy,
prequel game as well.
Next time I have you in my clutches, there's no escape.
Tee.
They copyrighted the
Yay, extra.
mozzarella too. They took my
Tee.
right despite my pleas. It makes me so blue. Can't make a
Do I get the link? Because there is, like I said, those prequel games, so that I haven't checked out yet.
so put
But I believe I own, which is why I got the email Parn about this.
whatever's in your fridge.
If you want to check out, I assume there's more routes in this. I think they said there's 6. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, this was part of the Spooktober game chat. Voice acting by Walt Disney. Thank you, Walt Disney. The only time we'll ever say that. Yeah, I think there's more loops you can do in this. Yippee! Okay. Okay, yeah, I just looked into non-platonic forms. What I was thinking of, they have the demo out. They do not have the full thing out yet. So, we will be keeping an eye for that. Tee. Alright, let's get started on the Queer Games bundle, shall we? I've got a couple games. The lovely team over at Queer Halloween Stories bundle were kind enough to pick out some games for me. Let's see. We have Grand-Nya. We'll start with that. I'll quickly read the brief they gave me on it. Let me get the hashtag ad going though. Hashtag I put hashtag ad twice. And this was Grand-Nya. Yeah. And fill it up. Let's see, where Halloween Stories. Grand-Nya. Oh, and what they did send me. Oh, no content warnings for this one. There you go. that up. And let's turn this back on. Okay, hold on, I should tag them to let them know that I've started coverage. No. Please bundle. I don't know if they're on any other socials, so I'll have to leave it. Oh, I should set up a command for it, huh? We're getting to do everything. But I'll play the thing for you anyway. Commands. Stories bundle. Command. Nope, not command. Can't. So it's QHSB if you want to bring that up at any time during the stream. Right. I think we should be good. Let's go! What would you like to eat, Hina? Isn't exactly the right time of day for that question. It's only early afternoon, warmth from the sky, still streaming blue and liquid through the wind, through the glass, and Hinako has only been home for half an hour. Bye, Suha. There, knows few things better than she knows her wife, and her cat has the sort of ear flick. Flicking irritation that either means she's hungry or she has a bird stuck in her fur somewhere she can't reach. Fixing either is good, usually ice is the domain. I didn't say I was hungry, did I? No. You didn't have to. But Hinako knows that. Aisu sees the knowing flit across her face and eyes going to curl up by the window, patting the floor chair next to her. Being coy may be a reflex for her wife, but it was that has not worked for Aisu for decades. I'm not hungry, I promise. Sit. She doesn't believe a word, but Aisu sits as she always does, both of them so flush against the window that the cold of the glass almost feels tangible past the warmth of Hinako's body. It's not much, their little window nook. A spot for sunlight basking and little else, and Aisu is lucky she's the right kind of vampire to be able to appreciate being this close to a window without sizzling consequences. 4 chairs, 2 of them barely ever sat in, a view outside of their tiny backyard, and a roof of glass above their heads is more than enough for Aisu. This is damn it, come on! This is Hinako's favourite spot to watch birds, and Aisu's favourite spot to watch Hinako. And yet, despite the decades of habit ingrained in their bodies and in the leftover press in the chair cushions, visible even when they aren't sitting there, there is still there is some kind of disquiet in Aisu. Today, damn. It has been there since Hanako Why? We're going to manage recentering on this. I can pull off reading, I promise. It's been there since Hinako left for the market this morning, lodged like a little chip of dry ice between her throat and her collarbone. Small, easy to swallow eventually and with practice, but hissing constantly with uneasy steam. Aisu ignores it and grasps at anything else that can take its place. I remember. What, dear? Hinako doesn't have it yet, as deliberate ease she puts on by habit when she knows something Aisu has left unsaid, but her body does, her tail curling unconsciously tight even as she turns back from the window. I remember. I remember our anniversary is coming up in a few weeks. I was thinking about it this morning. I know, this is so good. Hello, Geen! How are we? Everyone say hi, Geen, and thank you for reaching out about the bundle again. Hinako smiles, one of Ice's favourite smiles, though she has many of those. The kind that is so warm it almost radiates heat on its own. Her eyes crinkling shut over the round apples of her fuzzy cheeks. You're so sentimental. She's trying for teasing, but her voice is much too soft at the edges for that. How can that be? I wish we picked a better date to remember. Oh, don't do that. I would have done it all differently if I knew you'd bring it up all the time and get misty-eyed. It's playful, Hinako's barbs always are. It was a beautiful day. Storms aren't bad luck, that's an old wives' tale. Tell that to our guests. Their clothes are probably still wet. Better them than us. I wouldn't change it. Hinako rolls her eyes, resting her chin on her paw, unladylike, especially for someone of her years. But somehow Aisu had always known this was the kind of old age they'd be headed towards. The word graceful has never been in her wife's dictionary. She doesn't do purposeful, self-aware grace, only the unconscious kind, when nobody, including herself, is watching. Aisu had always been fond of that. It was like being let in on a secret, the way her wife could be two wholly different things at once. At least wedding kimonos have so many layers. Perhaps otherwise I would have been frozen to death. After the tablecloth got fire, you wouldn't. I'd almost forgotten about that. I don't know how, seeing as you spent our entire honeymoon talking about everything that went wrong. Well, do you blame me? When there was all of that and the catering show pulled up at the wrong venue? I don't blame you for that. I'm not so sure. Just pauses. Hinako steams silently with irritation, and Aisu gives... She is the one best at it. I wouldn't change it. Aisu says it again, gentler this time, and despite herself, Hinako's smile goes buttersoft. How would I? Sunlight reaches for the window and gathers the room gently in silence. Hinako's eyes flit back into the window and beyond, where a black and white fantail bird is chattering imperiously down at a crow multiple times its size. The crow, despite being cowed by the smaller bird's attitude, and yet it doesn't seem especially capable of going about its day in the face of such abuse either. Her wife is focused in rapt attention on the birds, pupils constricted in intense slashes and mismatched irises, and the tip of her tail twitching. Watching her, especially here like this, would usually be the balm to cure Aisu of anything. But the disquiet burns in Aisu's throat like thirst. She reaches again for something, anything, to help her swallow. I remember. Yeah? Mako called yesterday, didn't she? You were going to tell me what she's up to. Hinako brightens immediately at the mention of her oldest and loudest grandchild. I wasn't I? He was only calling to ask about next month, of course, so I let her know what to bring and what time. You say that like you weren't on the phone for an hour and a half, my love. You know how she can talk. I'm sure that observation was mutual. I heard all about her latest costume competition. Cosplay. Hinako's brow wrinkles fuzzily. Yes, that. She made a new costume for it and apparently has to fix a few things before the next one. Then there's Tomoe, who has It was still boring, apparently, but got good views on his last review video. Good for him. Their apartment's rented, just got hyped up on them, but apart from that, Mako seemed to be in good spirits. I'm glad they're doing well. She asked after you and your sword hit. Isa was almost surprised at her own surprise. Oh, did she? She's not as flighty as you'd think. She remembers things and listens occasionally. When she isn't talking, which is almost never. Now. I still can hardly believe they're twins. You were there when they were born, Isa. I know, we both were. But still, so different from each other. Always have been. Which isn't wrong. Mako had come into the world screaming, and it had been weeks before Tomoe uttered so much as a cry. An old habit still die hard with both of them to this day. Wouldn't have it any other way. Hinako hums under her breath in agreement. I wish they'd come by more. Me too. The house became so lively the last time the twins had visited. Even if Tomoe didn't speak much, it was well within Makoto's abilities to shake the dust out of the walls with her voice alone. And Tomoe was good company, whether he spoke or not. A good listener, and a solid kind of presence at the table. I was glad that they have each other, even if it means they're being flight away from Hinako. Their grandmother misses them, and so does Isu, their other grandmother in all but blood. Well, any more gems than past on your mind today? And here I thought you weren't listening, weren't enjoying this. Dear. I like talking to you. She grinds the words out like they aren't deeply loving. I'm joking. They press together with their shoulders as Isu rocks sideways in another shock of warmth to her long sleeping system. A breath of air into the cold dark of her unchanging form. I know. And her wife rocks back into her, as steady as she's always been, underneath it all. Well then, I think I remember one more thing I wanted to talk about. I remember my progeny. I've been thinking about them a lot lately. You have? You haven't mentioned them? Hina shifted a little closer into Isu's mire, pressing close. Have you heard from them lately, the children? They aren't not your children, I know. But they are young, and you did sire them, even if it wasn't in the mortal sense. I know they'd look up to you. Isa sighs. Her sirelings aren't the cause of whatever is bothering her today. She feels it's still a different source of cold, but everything is all wound together regardless. As it can't help but be in such a long and tangled life. They didn't really keep in touch, and I know I should reach out or something, but I don't really know. I don't know how. It's different for Hinako. Different for her and her children and grandchildren, when the heat of shared loving blood runs through their veins, and when Hinako is such a breath of life herself, they bring life to each other. All Isa seems to bring to anyone is cold, death, and bloodless unlife after it. And at this point, Isa has been there for more years of the Kenton's lives than she has the vampires she sired with her own blood. Oh my love. And there's her light again, focused by some cosmically unlikely circumstance on Isu of all creatures. Has it occurred to you that they probably don't know how either? Isu lets her own silence be a tacit admission. I know it isn't easy, but they love you. How do you know that? You can learn together, it's all any family does, and you would enrich their lives just by being there, I promise you. Isa is surprised at how small the hush of her own voice is. Sure. Just like you do mine, and our children's, and our grandchildren's. She says our like it's easy, and Isa's body relaxes, believing it both before her worried heart can strangle the relief out of it. Okay, I'll call Sergey tomorrow, and if they pick up, maybe they'll help me get in touch with the others. Good. Hinako sits back in her chair, satisfied, and Isa lets herself smile, beaming with reflected light. The fantail warbles outside, clearly impressed with its own victory over the crow, and for a moment the rest falls silent. That's it. She says it sharply, suddenly decisive. If we're going to sit here all afternoon reminiscing, I'm getting the scrapbook. Hina, I was going to... But she is already up and squeezing past the back of Isa's chair with her years of practice that suddenly deciding to do something and having to do it now before her wife can do her the courtesy of moving out the way. Before long, she's already back from the bookshelf and slamming the scrapbook down in a cloud of dust. No! 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 It falls open to a familiar page, though they are all familiar, of her and the two oldest grandchildren when they were still kittens. But before her wife can scramble back to her chair and open the book in earnest, there's a noise. Hinako's stomach growls. Isa can't help but feel at least a little self-satisfied. She'd had a feeling, it's only just afternoon, but despite being more so, Hinako does not cook for herself. And she's probably not eaten since this morning unless she got her something while she was out. It's about time for a snack. Her timers run only by her wife's appetite and have done so for such a long time she barely remembers what it was like before. If nothing else, that makes them very accurate. You're hungry? It's not a question, nor spoken like one, but Hinako still rushes to deflect. I'm not. I'm just need to rest after being at the market. Don't you dare start cooking for me. Isa dares. She is, in fact, one of the few who not only dare to do the opposite of what Hinako says, but do it frequently and on purpose. It isn't until she's already in front of the refrigerator that Hinako follows, tail twitching at the tip. What would you like me to make for you? Hinako doesn't argue, which is a victory in and of itself. I think I want something crunchy, and maybe sweet too. Isa neglects to remind Hinako that she has been undead for over 100 years and no longer really remembers what a flavour is. No less because it would be unkind to mention than for the fact that, despite herself, she still tries to remember sometimes. She doesn't need the sense memories. She knows her wife's palate better than she ever did her own. Alright. Do you want me to help? She says it because she always does. No, darling. Go sit down, I'll come and get you. And Isa replies in kind, as she always does. Their own little 2-bar sonnet, call and response repeated into forever. Right, time to cook. Isa likes it to be a surprise when she makes Hinako something in the middle of the day, something that had become part of their rituals very early on, for reasons she no longer remembers, so she doesn't swing the fridge open until Hina has disappeared outside onto the patio. It would usually be a surprise to Isa. It would usually be a surprise to Isa what she made too. Not only were her wife's whims as changeable as the wind, and her market trips, Hinako always picked up some ingredient Isa hadn't put on the shopping list. Knowing her wife, it's meant as some kind of dare, and Isa usually takes it as one. But there isn't anything too strange today. More than their usual staples, a few punnets of fruit over bright against the fridge's cold interior, and some kind of artisan cultured butter with a little charcoal drawing of a cow on the front of the package. Isa isn't sure if Hina bought that because it seemed fancy, or because the cow was cute. And both are true demonstrably. Something simple, not too filling. Let's make pancake. Pancakes are a treat, aren't they? She deserves it after going out this morning. Isa assembles the ingredients in a bowl to mix them in and starts preheating the pan. There's that. Now, what would go with it? Fruit. Well, it wouldn't hurt her to eat healthily, and she did buy the fruit today. May as well put it to use. Fruit and pancakes are a no-brainer too, right? It's easy after that. Isa knows this part, knows it as easily as she used to know breathing, and so she sets to work, letting her hands pull ahead of her mind automatic. She can't see out to the patio from this part of the house since it faces the other way, but there is something falling quiet and soft around Isa's shoulders, knowing that Hinako is out there, absorbing the sun in a way she can't anymore. It doesn't stop now, not the note of something lodged in her, as it has been all day, stuck there by sheer difference in temperature. But it's soothing in another way, as it always is, to be of service. It's oddly selfless. It's not for some kind of return that her cold hands are busy twisting the stems from the berries. It's not that she expects praise as payment, though knowing her wife there will be plenty. She cooks, and she does not eat. It's for the love of it. It's a love she learned by loving her, committed to muscle memory with decades of practice. Isa can disappear into it if she wants, if she needs to, on a day like today. The pancake batter is ready in no time, the fluffy kind made of beaten egg whites that Hinako likes the best. Isa mothers the pan in a way she seldom does anything else. She hasn't got enough batter to be able to afford any failures, even though most first pancakes are a disaster, and only because she's careful does she flip it at just the right time before it collapses. Disaster averted. Then it's a simple matter of a puff of icing sugar, carefully arranging the strawberries she's already hulled in half to a scoop of boysenberry swirl ice cream. It's a treat, they're old ladies, so Hina can have a treat whenever she wants, and sometimes just when Isa wants to watch her eat one. Then Isa pokes her head out onto the patio, careful to tuck herself back under the eave away from the sun. A glancing glow of sunlight won't hurt her kind of vampire, but she doesn't want to have to deal with any kind of funny shaped pink imprint the shadow might leave for weeks on her skin. It's ready, love. Hinako looks up from where she squats near the fence line, already paw deep in the dirt in her brow furrowed in thought. A new project. Isa will no doubt hear the grandiose plans for whatever she's planting while they eat. Oh, coming! Isa can't go over to help her up off the ground, so she doesn't watch, allowing her to keep her dignity. She just hurries back to the kitchen and is only just placing the food down as Hinako finishes dusting dirt from her paws and settles back into her chair by the window. So, what do we have, my chef? I made you something fluffy and fruity. Is that ice cream? In mid-afternoon? She plants both paws on the table in shock. Are we celebrating something, or are you just that fond of me? Perhaps I'm celebrating the latter. Hinako's smile goes just as soft as the rapidly melting ice cream. Well, aren't I lucky? She assembles a careful bite of all three components in equal amounts. It's not quite what I was craving, but this looks scrumptious, darling. Isa feels herself go hot, even if blood doesn't actually rush to her cheeks. Old habits die hard. Sorry, hold on. Did I forget what you asked? I'm sorry. Well, I said crunchy and sweet, not fluffy and fruity. But now that I'm looking at what you made, it's exactly what I want after all. I don't take how lucky I am for granted, you know. Hinako tucks in with the kind of zeal that is unique to her in the whole world, or at least as far as Isa is concerned, and Isa leans back, letting her reward seep across the table into her. Her reward. It's nothing specific, and she isn't really even sure Hinako knows she's doing it. But Isa's tired body and anxious mind, held in tight rickets most of the time, finally eases with the satisfaction of just getting to be here. Somehow, Isa is only just realising how much she relies on it, her wife's joy that she so readily shares with everyone in her radius. Hinako closes her eyes and makes a little noise, content, amused, or satiated, perhaps a blend of all three, and something gives sway in Nayasu's chest as she realises just what it is. What's been bothering her all day, that she couldn't quite look at frankly enough to decipher, and to let it be eased by her wife's presence until it could unfurl on its own. She isn't afraid anymore, and somehow, that's what's so terrifying. Isa has been a vampire for many years, remembering further back than that is like bleh. Remembering further back than that is like trying to find an image in damaged film, warped and warped colour, and mostly missing pieces. One of the only things she still holds from the back then is fear. It's the only thing she's ever carried long enough to feel part of her. She ran to vampire kind because she wanted time to stop. She chose limbo. She chose unliving, rejected life and death alike, and turned away from the entire world revolving because she couldn't stand the what-ifs any longer. And yet, her wife eats with such gusto, the same gumption and stubbornness and vitality that she attacks everything with, and there is love and life in every movement as she clears the plate. Love for Isa's food, love for Isa, love for living and her own mortality. Watching her makes it settle in finally, as it has been true for years now, quiet and unformed in the back of her mind, but no less present. Isa wants to live. I don't think I want time to stop anymore. Hinako looks up from her plate, seeming to hear the solemn catch in her voice that Isa hadn't quite managed to suppress. What, dear? I want to live, because we are alive together. As much as Hinako smiles sideways, like she always does when Isa might be being a little silly, she shuffles closer too. A solid block of heat at her side to lean on, and Isa does. How long have you been sitting on that? A while, I think. We don't have to talk about it or anything, I just wanted to tell you. To tell me what? Forgive me, I don't quite. I want to say that I want to live in the world and not just exist in it, because you are here. Because you show me how to do it every day. We've been married so long, and I'm only just getting it. Always a high achiever. I see, you silly goose. You don't have to master everything all at once, especially not something like all this. Hinako gestures wildly, and then throws her arms around Isa's shoulders. Even if time is passing under us, we have miles to go still. I will be here for all of it. You will be. I know you will. And for once it isn't a question. It wasn't there. And for once it isn't in question. Isa believes it because the cold is gone and truth is alive in her chest in place of it, growing with its own newborn radiance. It will be. And she is. And helping wash up as the day dawdles into evening, and in their game of bridge over tea that night, and in all their little rituals every day, Isa walks on, in her own time, and into their shared future, hand in paw. Oh! I can't hear. Right. I won't be doing the other routes. If you want to play the other routes and see what all can be said, you'll have to pick up the bundle. #ad. I felt that thing hasn't been going off. No. Oh, look at the pictures. Oh, add pictures. Oh, cute. Oh, now I do want to the routes, but I want to them on stream because I need to sell a bundle. But I'm clear the thing. Right, this is so cute. Alright, we do need to do the ad break though before we go into the next game. So BRB, get up, get a stretch, get a drink, and we'll be back. What? My next game is Parfum Nostalgique. Parfum Nostalgique? Whatever. Ads, go! Welcome back from the ad. Oh. Going. You don't need Steam Library. Ignore all the incriminating stuff on there. Hopefully that doesn't get me taking off Twitch. Hold on, I found a readme. I need to go for it real quick. Oh, OP. OP, I hate to tell you this. You don't put the readme inside the zip that you wanted me to move to the desktop. because I couldn't get the game on Sips until we moved it to the desktop. And now I get this notice. That's fine, okay. Right. Okay, I think we're all good to go. I need to run as admin. That is the one thing we need to be aware of. Now let's see if I can get this to capture the right thing and not my Steam getting me banned from Twitch.tv. Come on. Okay. Okay. We may. Aha! We did it. Video game. Parfum Nostalgique. Yeah. Yep. You say that, but I'm turning the sound down on Twitch. Okay. Well, I haven't
Hey, Bobby doll.
changed anything, so. Is that meant to happen?
More. Drink more.
Is missing image meant to? Uh-oh.
Why are you stopping?
Darling, if I take more of your blood, you're going to pass out again.
I don't care.
Well, I do. I'm going to patch you up and let you come back to your senses, alright?
Hold on. Music for. I know this is recommended, but I can't hear.
Mm-hmm.
This is bad. Her blood sugar is low. Drink, my dear. Yeah, I was going with the recommend setting, but voices being that low seems off. Have your apply juice. I love our Sasuke. I love our Sasuke so much. You didn't eat before I came here, did you, Tiff? Okay, so now they're loud. Okay. I'm sorry, I just forgot. Very bad. You're low in nutrients. Where are your iron pills? Don't worry, I took one today. Good, but you have to take vitamins with a meal. They won't absorb properly without it. Can you do that for me, dear? I will. Please, it scares me when you start passing out like that. You need to make sure you eat before I drink your blood. Lame. What kind of vampire are you? I'm a baker. You're too nice. I wouldn't say that. I need you for food, so of course I wouldn't want anything to happen to you. I'm not buying it. You're just a big softie. Ah, maybe so. In any case, please take care of yourself.
Yes, sir.
What have you been doing all day that you forgot to eat? Oh, you know. Streaming. Of course. Have you paid your electric bill? You couldn't take a break to get lunch? Hell no. I was in the zone, baby. And your Twitch chat didn't order you fast food? Then I'll have to invade your chat and scold you to get up and have a snack. Yeah, girl. Ad breaks? Your chat is watching ads anyway. You may as well get up and get a snack. Aw, Val. You're going to embarrass me in front of my subs. Your subs? I didn't know you were a Switch. My subscribers, dummy. Then again, maybe you're on a platform that doesn't have ads. Yes, we have to. So they may as well be my subs. They practically worship the ground I walk on. Ah, my grandchildren. Grandchildren? Well, if I'm your dom and you're their dom, me, I think it's stepdom. That makes me their granddom, right?
Oh.
I guess it does. So, oh god, I haven't bought them birthday presents in their entire life. If I start ordering them around, do you think they'll listen to me? Maybe. Probably not. I wouldn't provoke them. You might piss them off. Oh, I'm so scared. Gamer guys with mommy issues have a lot of time on their hands. Right? Moment's gone. They'll find out where you live. Where are they going to come to my house and kill me? Yeah, actually. Or at least they'll try. Oh, please. I've got a state-of-the-art security system. They don't stand a chance. Unless I figure out how to hack into it. It's okay, I am talking. I am talking about my mouth. Believe me. Those little fuckers have a way of getting past alarms. Oh, you thought I was talking about an alarm? You weren't? And what else do you have? A bucket of water that falls in them when they open the door? Yes! Yes, I do. My tits! Yeah. Does this work? Is this what's kept me safe? Is this what kept me safe this entire time? You like... Hmm? No, Czar! Bad! 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 Wrong! Bad! Your tits. Think about it. When's the last time one of those boys saw a pair of tits in the flesh? Yeah. With my rack, they don't stand a chance. I'll answer the door without a shirt. They'll get one good look at them and turn to stone. No, it wasn't, sorry. You were meant to be looking at the tits. God. Try to write my... You're terrible subs. You're all terrible subs. You've let me down once again. Poor things. They won't know what hit them. Really? That's your ringtone? Oh, it's him. I'm so sorry, I have to take this. No problem. Speak. Yes, this is he. Are you free right now? One second, dear. You need to go. I gotta get to bed anyways. See you next weekend, right? Next weekend? You know. My period's done. Oh. Oh, yes, I'll see you next weekend. Have a good night, alright? I'll send you some cash in a bit. It's been a pleasure, as always. I'm so sorry, I forgot to grab the... Hold on. I forgot to grab the warnings. Huh? Oh, there it is. I promise that is not what made me remember. I promise that is not what made me remember. You must. HSP. I can't find my thing. Where are... I'll just do a bypass in a minute. Because it takes so long to set things up. Right, this is the list I was given by our lovely team behind the bundle, so... hopefully. Ignore it. Fuck. Hold on. Fixing it. Danielle, or whatever the fuck your name is, you're gonna have to wait. I'm trying to talk to the subs. It's been a pleasure, as always. Oh, and yeah? Order yourself some food. I will. Now.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I was in the elevator. Are you there? Dashia. Like from Tum. Yeah. You good? Are you? I'm wonderful, actually. Really wonderful or sarcastic wonderful. Really wonderful. Where are you? Are you home? Sorry. Are you home? I need to show you something. No, but I'm on my way there. Right around the corner in 7th by the cafe. Really? Interesting. Well, coincidentally, I'm on 7th as well. Oh, are you near? I don't know, but... oh my god. What? Sorry. There's this guy walking in front of me who's the most gorgeous hair I've ever seen in my life. I have to talk to him.
Excuse me, sir?
Ah. Behind me.
Hello?
Ashiel, could you hold on for a second? There's a young man behind me trying to hail me like a taxi. Yeah, sure thing. I could tell it was you from a mile away. It's so dark out, all I could see was your big fiffy hair. Honey, you can not just come out with that word. Honey? I don't get to call myself certain words on Twitch. And then this guy comes in. He just starts calling me fucking... Anyway. You looked like a floating wig. This is a little too perfect, Ashiel. Don't tell me you're stalking me. I promise I'm not. I was just on my way to your place. Figured I'd pop in and see what you were up to. Are you free right now? For you, I'm free anytime. Great! Let's take a detour. Where to? Times Square. On a Saturday night? Why the hell would you want to go there? I want to show you something. Alright. Look at you all dressed up. Just come back from a sexy vampire lark? You mean my job? Why don't you ever wear the kind of stuff when I come over? I didn't know you were into that sort of thing. Who wouldn't be? Have you seen yourself? You look hot. Sorry, I forgot. You probably haven't. You know, because you don't shop in mirrors. No, I do. Just not if they're made of silver. Oh! Why's that? Well, you know, silver is anti-vampire. You can kill a vampire with a silver bullet or a silver dagger. Mirrors used to be made of silver, so you couldn't see our reflections in them. It wasn't until the 20th century that they started making them with aluminium instead. That's how most mirrors are made today. That's actually kind of cool. You see, I'm learning more about vampires from you every day. Are you proud of me? I'm always proud of you. How was work? Hold on, I need to look at the ads real quick. Pointing, that the guy from JoJo? Did you have a shoot today? Yeah, but not anything special. You know, same old shit. Nothing with Donna? Not today, no. Don't you have a big shoot with her coming up? I do? If I remember correctly, yes. There was something you were excited about. Really? Well, I can't think of anything in particular. But I'm always really excited to work with Donna. She's been my favourite designer since I was like 14, so even when I have a small job with her, I get super pumped. I could have been freaking out over something little. I'd hardly call any photo shoot for a fashion designer as famous as she is little. Well, I guess. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm still kind of small-time model. No matter how you swing it, I'm not really that much of a big deal. But it's whatever, I'm grateful for anything I managed to scrape up. Money's alright, so I can't really complain, you know. Can't argue with that. Wait. Are you the guy from JoJo? I'm kidding. Is that... what you looking at? Dashiell? Yeah? Did you finally notice? That you. Not me! On a billboard! Sorry. On a billboard in Times Square. Yep, that's that big photo shoot. I just wanted to see how long I could avoid mentioning it before you noticed the huge billboard right in front of your face. Huge is an understatement. Size of a double-decker city bus. That shit was so funny. We love that for them. Some small-time model you are. Not anymore! You're looking at the new face of Belladonna, baby! Belladonna, oh, the Parfum. So fancy, right? Incredible. We must be over the moon. Honestly, I still can't believe this thing exists. If I make eye contact with myself for more than a second, I have to look away, or else I feel like I'm going to puke. I didn't even look at it. That's interesting, because I'm finding it quite hard for me to look at it. It looks stunning. Oh, sorry, for me to look away. Just insulting you. It's just insulting you, honey. It's payback for calling me a poof. You look stunning. You think so? I could stand here and stare for hours if I wanted to. But I'd much rather be looking at the real deal. Oh. You're coming over? Oh, sorry. You're coming over? Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd like to. Sorry to show up on such short notice, but I left my moisturizer in your bathroom and I was hoping I could at least pop in and get it. Oh. Again? Again! I know, right? If I didn't know any better, I'd start to think you might be leaving it on purpose. Ah well. You know me, I'm just so forgetful. Sorry! Somehow, I'll find it in my heart to forgive you. And I suppose you can stay for tea. Tea. Yay! Yay! Are you sure it's not too late? I don't want to keep you up. Keep me up as long as you like, dear. I've only been awake since 6 PM. Jesus, Val. Sleep schedule's fucked. What? I'm a vampire. A creature of the night. Usually the night, my ass. Just a guy with long hair and fake teeth who wears tailcoat. Bleh, who wears a tailcoat in the dead of summer. You're not a real vampire. Keep telling yourself that. Aren't you a therapist? Isn't mental health rule 1 to have a regular sleep schedule? Actually, that's rule 2. Rule 1 is to eat. How do you even work? I schedule most of my clients at night. For both jobs? For both jobs. Except for one patient I see on Sunday at noon. I make an exception for her because she's a student. It must be pretty cool. She's willing to risk burning in daylight to... If you're willing to risk... It must be pretty cool if you're willing to risk burning in daylight, see her. I'm not risking much, really. My windows are UV protected. Oh, is that what it is? I was wondering what excuse you come up with for that. Where do you even get those? Is that why you don't have any premature wrinkles? Oh, please. You're 27 years old and your face looks like a porcelain doll. I know. If I age anything like my mom, I'll be fine. Speaking of which, how is your mom? Sorry, speaking of which, how is your mom? She's okay. I went to visit her today, actually. Her correctional counselor taught her how to make friendship bracelets. It's very cute. She wanted me to give one to Saturday for her birthday, so I went and pick it up. Remind me again, did I tell you about that? It's tomorrow at Satin Flower. You're invited? You did, but you didn't tell me it was her birthday. I would have gotten her a gift. I didn't want you to feel obliged to. You don't even know her yet. It'd be weird to expect a birthday gift from you. I suppose there's always next year. I just know she's gonna love you. You're just her type. Just her type? Thought she was spoken for. She is! I didn't mean it so much in a romantic way. It's more that you're both very fancy. At least at first glance, until you actually turn out to be huge dorks. We'll be the best of friends. I don't doubt that. Shall we? Oh, we're here! I didn't even notice. We shall. Where are my keys? There we are. No, that's better. It's hot out. Should have worn that tailcoat. I'm not sure it was sticking to me. I bet you couldn't wait to pop open those top buttons, huh? Oh, definitely. The air conditioning feels wonderful in my chest. I'm sure. Why are you looking at me like that? We just walked through the door and you're already trying to stress me, huh? Not necessarily. Sometimes I feel like taking my clothes off. Oh, I bet. You should try it. It's fun. See? I was right. Horny bastard. Oh. I'm so sweet to you all night, and that's what you call me. Can't you be a little nicer to me in my own home? I'll consider it. You'll consider it. You hear me? You're funny. You're playing so hard to get, and yet your pulse is racing. Relax, dear. We both know why you're here. For my moisture. Oh la la. I do a backflip every day of my life. We're up to the part where you stare at me, huh? I'm not staring at you. I'm gazing at you. I'm basking in your glow. You're so corny. Oh please, you'll love it. I'll admit it, I do. But you're not getting any more from me tonight. I never said I wanted more. You always want more. And you don't? That's interesting, because I remember correctly just a few minutes ago you said, and I quote, more, please. Hit me. Do I really sound like that? It's angelic. It's embarrassing. No embarrassing in the slightest. I want to hear your voice. I want to watch you gasp for air. I want to see tears in your eyes. How am I supposed to know you're enjoying yourself if you lay there like a dead bird? I could just tell you. You do, frequently. Do you not hear yourself? Then I guess I'll just have to keep doing that? But quieter. Or louder. You could do it louder. No, I think maybe I should learn how to tone it down a little. I'd like to see you try. What's that supposed to mean? How are you going to turn down how are you going to turn the volume down when I've got the remote? Dashiell. Really, don't beat yourself up for being too loud. Getting to hear your voice is the best part of my night. Tea, dear? Lavender? That'll help you sleep. Okay. Those boots you were wearing. They're cute. Are they new? Oh, yeah. They're from Donna. She just gave them to me like it was nothing, for free. I said I liked them on another model at a fashion show a little while ago, and she said, oh, you want them? Take them. Very generous of her. She's too nice to me, I swear. Oh, another thing she gave me. Did you see my ring? I see it now. We saw it in the window display while we were out for lunch together. She looked at me and said, oh, Dashiell, that ring would be so complimentary to your hair colour. You must let me buy it for you. And then, you know what she did? Let's go. Thank you, Valley Book. Enjoy your lurk. Don't tell me. She bought it for you? Of course. Of course. It looks expensive. It was expensive. And she bought two of them. One for me and one for herself so we can match. Honey. Honey. So, matching rings with your sugar mommy? Are you seriously gonna call her that? An older woman who showers you in gifts and validation in exchange for your company. I mean... And I'm your sugar daddy. We're your sugar parents. Oh, thank you for the posture check! Kenna, hi Kenna! Thank you for being here to support. Nice to see other Scots on Twitch. Val, you're not my sugar daddy. Then what am I? I don't know? Your ass kinda broke. You're like my therapist, but... Like a sexy therapist? Well, we know I'm not your boyfriend. That seat's reserved. For who? Oh! What's the matter? There's a gremlin in my bed, by the way. Does that just watch? You know what's the matter. What are you talking about? You don't like me that way. How do you know? It's been like a decade and a half. If you like me, you would have told me by now. And what if he's thinking the exact same thing about you? Trust me, he's not. Why not? That's pineapple. You're so right, Zara. That's just pineapple, watch it. You don't really think he... I don't really think he thinks about dating. Like, ever. Too busy thinking about plants. Plants and embroidery and jazz music and like all the 100 other hobbies he has. And tea. And tea! How could I forget? We're drinking it right now. Actually, I bought a tea kettle he recommended to me. With temperature control buttons. I saw one of those. I saw one of those the other day, and if I didn't consider the possibility of being able to control my kettle to something other than boiling, I had a moment and I was like, well, the problem with getting a kettle is you have to have a matching toaster and potentially a matching microwave, and it's like you're not going to get a matching microwave and toaster to go with a clear savoury kettle, so we can't do that. Anyway, they're great, aren't they? I'm amazed. I have no idea that different types of tea need different temperatures until he told me. They do, and this is why it's in my brain, that it'd be handy. Anyway. Oh yeah, he really knows his shit when it comes to tea. I really do love hearing him talk. He's very informative. So much so that I dropped $200 and I get... That's why I'm not fucking buying it. I'm not fucking buying it. I'm gonna go price them. Let's look at it. Temperature control kettle. Checking it. I mean... Variable temperature kettle, is that? Okay, potentially only like 50 to 100 quid. Okay, I think that's the one I saw, because it's... Okay, that's not the one I saw, but it's the same kind of technology as the one I saw, and that's 100 quid exactly. So, make of what you will. But he should give him a raise. He's damn good at his job. It's impossible to leave a conversation with him without feeling the urge to buy something tea related. His enthusiasm is infectious. It really is. When he starts talking about his hobbies, I don't know what he's saying half the time, but I just love seeing him get so excited, so I nod along and listen. Have you talked to him yet today? It is the middle of the... Oh, sorry, have you talked to him yet today? And once again, it is the middle of the night. Only a little bit this morning. Why? I know you said he hasn't been doing so well. Oh, yeah. Why don't you call him? He'll brighten up his night. It's at work. He probably can't answer me. And text him. If you're not going to be home with him tonight, at least let him know you're thinking of him. You vastly overestimate how much space I take up in his mind. And you vastly underestimate it. I've said it before and I'll say it again. That boy looks at you like you look. Yeah. That boy looks at you like you look at a lemon pound cake. I do love lemon pound cake. And he loves you. Yeah. I guess I don't see what you see. You must be blind. Someone ought to film the two of you and make you watch it. Especially when you're bickering. Just fuck him already. I'm sorry, wrong. Believe me, if I could, then I would. In a heartbeat. But you could. Val. Dash. All I'm saying is, one fateful night, if you were to show up outside his bedroom door, dressed as you are in this very moment, nothing but a sheer robe and a black lace thong, it wouldn't faze him. No, sorry, it wouldn't faze him. I walk around the house like this all the time. Oh, you're killing him. You're torturing the man. He's fine. He's suffering in silence. He's sitting on the couch, cross-stitching hand towels while I scroll through social media. Cross-stitch. An activity that requires intricate focus. Perhaps to keep his eyes from wandering to you. You're reading into this way too much. Are you sure? I promise you, it's not that deep. Whatever you say. Even if he was somehow madly in love with me, I don't think he's really in the state of mind to think about love right now. He's got a lot to deal with lately. Guys, when it's deep, it's not that deep. Guys, when it's deep, it's like, I am only up to my ankles. I am fine. I'm fine. I don't want to pressure him into anything. I want to stress him out, you know? Of course. When the time is right, you'll tell him how you feel. There's no need to rush things. True love is patient. You're right. If I tell him, I'll tell him when it's natural to. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And if it's not, it's not. Can we talk about something else? Of course, dear. Oh, right. I visited my mom today. You told me. I showed her the billboard. She must be so proud of you. Yeah, she is. Yeah. Feel like you were about to say more about that. I don't know. That's alright. You don't have to tell me anything you don't want to. But you already know you already know I'm gonna tell you, right? I'll tell you everything. Of course, I just want you to be comfortable, that's all. Anyway, go on. Thank you. It's just... feels like this is happening way too late. What do you mean? I just wish I'd gotten that billboard like 3 years earlier at least. Still proud of myself for getting it now, but... if I would have got it sooner, Mom might not be in prison right now. I don't understand how those two things are connected. So, the night my mom shot my dad, they had an argument. I didn't hear all of it, but I knew it was about me. And I knew it was about modelling specifically. I know your dad wasn't the biggest fan of you being a model. Oh yeah, he hated that. I was mostly because he wanted me to cut the gay shit, but... my parents always had thought a lot about how much money I was making. I wasn't broke, but I wasn't rich enough to move out on my own, and... that really got on my dad's nerves. He didn't really understand building my portfolio or working my way up. Just wanted me to get a real job, get out of the house, and probably get on with life. If I wasn't going to do what he wanted, I was just a waste of space to him. But now, modelling is my real job, even by his standards, and that billboard is physical proof. So today, when I got to see it for the first time, I couldn't help but think about how different life would be if I had gotten it a few years earlier. Maybe my parents wouldn't have had that argument, and I wouldn't have woken up to gunshots in the middle of the night. In reality, it probably didn't matter matter what they argued about. That shot was a long time coming. That doesn't stop me from thinking about it. Can I ask you a bit of a personal question? It's okay if you aren't up for it. I know that sometimes you just prefer to vent. No, it's okay, go ahead. Where do you think you'd be right now if your father were still alive and your mother was not in prison? Honestly, if my mom didn't kill my dad, then my dad would have killed me, or I would have killed myself. So probably dead. Or at least an alcoholic. Definitely where you are now. Right? Yeah, I admit it, but yeah, that's been a lot easier to breathe without them. Feels kind of heartless to say that about my parents of all people, but it's the truth. And sometimes the truth is painful. Yeah. Well, I can go back and undo it anyway. No point in dwelling on what could have been. Just wish I could feel happy for myself for once. Are you not happy for yourself? You seem so excited to show me that billboard. I don't know how I feel. I feel like I should be happier about this, but I don't feel like I deserve to be. Do you even know how to be happy about this? Like, is this even allowed to happen to me? I know people say hard work pays off, but I don't really know if I believe that. But your hard work has already paid off. You're already on the billboard, you're already modelling for your favourite designer, and you've already achieved so many other goals you've been working towards for years. Doesn't matter whether you deserve it or whether you're allowed. The only thing that matters is that it happened. You're right. I am right. Dash, we spent how many years? 14. Half my life. Half your life, curating your own unique style, with Donna's designs at the core. Other than that woman herself, there is nobody as passionate about Belladonna as you. Even if you won't give yourself the credit you deserve. It's only natural that the universe brought you to this point. Well, I just hope Miss Universe will keep being so nice to me. Hope this isn't a one-time thing. Well, when she's mean, she's really mean. But I can tell you with 100% certainty, she'll be nice more than once. God, I hope so. And I know so. Let's just hope Miss Universe is so busy attending her pageant queen duties to throw you in any more curveballs, yeah? Oh, that was terrible. I know, but it made you smile, didn't it? Shiel, please give yourself permission to be happy. Allow yourself, even for just a moment, to let whatever doom lingers in the back of your mind dissolve and celebrate your wins. I know, I really should. It's easier said than done, though, isn't it? Yeah, definitely easier said than done. Dear? You know, I don't like it when people speak ill of my friends. I've been listening to you belittle yourself all night. Enough is enough. You should gas yourself up a little bit. It'll be good for you. Tell me, what are some things you like about yourself? Dashiell, you're getting this for free. Just saying. Well, so how I talk about myself, the truth is, I'm hot and smart and incredibly talented, objectively even. I just haven't convinced myself of it yet. But maybe if I keep saying it, you'll get through my hot, smart, and incredibly talented thick skull. I also make really good sugar cookies. And I give amazing head. Oh, objectively true. I'm glad you agree. You were right. That was good for me. Yeah. Yeah. Crap. Oh dear. I don't sound surprised in the slightest. Just that time of the night for you. It is, isn't it? Every time I come here, I always seem to end up crying. Don't know why though. Don't even know why when it's happening. That means you really needed it. I guess so. I must feel better when I cry. I'm just... Sorry, I always have to do it at your house. You have to deal with other people's feelings all the time. I don't want to give you someone else to worry about. Are you kidding? I don't deal with your feelings. I am graced with your feelings. Seeing you cry is a privilege. Okay. You could flood this whole apartment with your tears, and I scoop them up with a cup and drink them. Okay. I thought we said no more. You're so weird, ba. I'm weird. You're weird. Everything that comes out your mouth is so weird. Like you're gonna drink my tears. Ew. That's gross. That's like chunks of mascara and shit in there. You really want to do that? Dashel Deru, I would drink your tears from a martini glass, a little paper umbrella, chunks of mascara and all. See? What does that even mean? Hey, it's a kink. It's a kink. Anyway. Why do you talk like that? Because it makes you laugh. And I love seeing you smile. I think. You should go and have a nice hot shower. Have a good cry in there and wash all your feelings down the drain. You have work tomorrow? No, it's my day off. Great. Sleep in for as long as you like. Thank you. Don't worry about it. And I'll let you have Nancy tonight. Yippee! Yay! 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 Nancy? That's your little girl. Let her little velveteen bat wings wrap around you. They will bring you comfort on the worst of days. Thank you. What an honor. I feel like I'm accepting an award. You deserve it. Go wash up. Take some quiet time for yourself. I'll be here if you need me. Oh la la! Remember, take it easy once in a while. Hold on. Okay. I think that's actually a good stopping point rather than trying to run for an extra 10 minutes and having it stop in a weird place. But thank you for joining me. Remember to check out the Queer Halloween Stories bundle. These games have all been provided to me by the team, so I'm very thankful to them. I will be streaming more of it over October, so you'll have plenty of time to see some games and pick them up. Thank you for stopping in again. Also, I was looking at fucking Caligula merch today, and I saw, hold on, I took a screen cap of it, because I saw some game merch. I think it was from a recent run of merch, and it was £270, so that's great. That's great, didn't break my soul at all to see that. Let's get this raid going. Dusky is live, so we'll go over there. Hey, do me a favour, follow Dusky. Dusky is trying to get affiliate, is currently at 39 followers, so also writes a queer comic, so I recommend checking it out. It's got trans characters, it's got everything. Just, I can promote on Dusky's channel. Alright? Thank you guys. Bye bye!